Well, anyway, my name is Feidhlim. I'm from this crowd called the Super Generation. And what we do is we go into schools and we work with students, teachers, and young people, and the parents as well. And what we want to do is to inspire young people to be who they want to be in life and support them to reach their full potential. And one of the issues that we deal with young people is around study and how to be a more effective, faster, better, smarter learner. And one of the key issues we realized over the last few years that actually young people, while they were becoming faster, better, smarter learners, there was this underlying thing about stress around exams. And my mum was a really nice person. Mum used to say to me when I was a kid, doing my leaving cert, Feidhlim, get up them stairs and you don't stick your nose down that stairs until 9 o'clock comes and you do at least 3 hours study a night. Did anybody ever hear that? Yeah. So what that used to happen was I'd go upstairs and I'd do my homework and I'd my homework done, and the next thing I'd take out my books and I'd plan to study, and I'd see this big pile of books in front of me and I'd go, oh God, where do I even start? So I'll start with something, I'll open a book, look at it, throw it away, and I'd get totally stressed out. And what I'm phenomenal about when I get stressed is I take to the bed. And everybody knows in my family I'm actually phenomenal at sleeping, so I'd sleep. And then 9 o'clock comes, down the stairs, watching TV or whatever it was I was going to do, go outside, kick the ball up against the side of the house. And then I'd start stressing and go, oh my God, I should be studying. Because even though when I was supposed to study, I wasn't studying. And when I wasn't studying, was supposed to be studying, I was worrying about studying because I hadn't studied. And this whole ripple effect started talking about ripple effects, started going mad. So the first thing I would say to you just in terms of that is actually in terms of studying and getting at it, is actually to begin to put a system in place, a methodology in place that you can actually knuckle down to study and get at it and put a plan in place. The other thing then in terms of study and in terms of resilience, in terms of emotional well-being, is this thing called resilience. And when we go into schools, we talk to schools, and I realized myself going through college and everything like that, and there's a lady in America called Angelique Duckworth, and she talks about this thing called grit and resilience. And I had to talk to students and say, if I was to tell you that 70% of your marks has got absolutely nothing to do with your intelligence, would you believe me? Actually, it's 70% of the marks that you get comes down to actually the amount of work and effort that you actually want to put into it. 20% is down to the effort. Now, I was never very good at maths. I was one half of the family. Oh, well, Feidhlim's never going to be any good at maths, so just don't worry about maths. So I went around this notion, Feidhlim's never going to be any good at maths, so I'm not going to work at maths, I'm not going to put in the effort. Do you think I did very well at maths? No. Still to this day, I'm famous for not being good at maths. So, however, if I had a thought for a second that I could have done better or would have been better at maths, do you think I would have put in the effort? Yeah, so it's a whole different thing. So 70% attitude, 20% effort, 90% of your marks straight away. Happy days, yeah? But I want to talk to you a little bit more about this, because in terms of our study, in terms of your academic life, life continues, Jim, but not as we know it. Life shouldn't stop just because of the junior cert or just because of the leaving cert or because of any of that stuff. To be successful in the leaving cert and be successful in school and in academic life and in college or wherever, it's about living a balanced life. Actually having a nice little balance that actually you have time to be with your friends, time to play football, time to play sports, time to do your art, time to do your drama, time for music, time for all of these things. It's about creating balance in life and having a bit of fun. If we don't have fun in life, then we're not going anywhere. So I want to leave you with 5 little things of how to build resilience for getting on in life. The first one we talk about is actually express yourself. Who here talks to their friends? Absolutely. When I was at school, again, my dad is a farmer, and no matter every evening I used to come home from school, Dad would be standing there beside the stove, and he'd be saying to me, well, how did you get on today in school? I go, shut up, don't be annoying me, you know? But actually, I knew when things started getting tough for me, that Dad would be there at the end, standing at the stove when I got off the bus and came up the laneway and into the house, that Dad was always there. And I also had really great friends. So first thing is actually to express yourself. Know who the people that you can turn to for your supports. Talk to them. Don't be worrying about things. Things are made a lot smaller when we can find ways to talk to people about them. The second one then is nourish yourself. And nourish yourself, and I talk to 3 things here. One is your diet. And I'm not going to talk to too many people about diet here because I love my sugar. I get up in the morning and have my big bag of Skittles for breakfast if I could. But I wouldn't be feeling the best for it later on because I'd crash and burn because my sugar highs would be gone. Okay, so it's about having a balanced diet. 7.5 hours sleep, okay? Leave the phones aside. As I had to say to my friends, they know not to phone me after 9:30 unless they want to end up in hospital, because after 9:30 at night, that's my time, that's my wind down time, so I can get into bed. And I had to say to people, leave the phones outside the room. You don't need them in there. They don't need disturbing you. And the last one then, in terms of nourishing yourself, is actually being positive with yourself. Actually, let that little inner critic. Does any of you ever here have these things? And I actually was Before I came on here, I told you I was not feeling the best. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, my God, what happens if they don't like me? Oh, my God, if people start getting up and walking out, or if I forget what I'm supposed to be saying. The what ifs and I can't do's. Anybody have them little records going on in their heads? And it's about changing that record and actually saying, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody else says. I can do this. I'm actually good. I'm actually good. I can do this. I'm good at being me. I'm the best at being me that anyone can be, so I'm actually going to get on with this. So it's about nourishing ourselves with positive thoughts. And that leads me into the next one. It's the sunny side up. Now, I don't know about any of you. Do you ever have them days that you go, oh, God, I'm having one of them days? Yeah, I had one of them days this morning. You'll not believe me. Came out of the office this morning thinking I was going to beat the traffic coming over here. I was coming from Drumcondra. Came out of the office. What's the first thing I did? I dropped the keys down into the drain. I was like, oh, my God, no, I can't believe this. I'm going to be late. I'm going to get stuck in traffic. And I was like, I'm having one of them days. And we all have one of them days. But sometimes when we have them days, all we see is the dark clouds over us, these clouds hanging over us. So what you do, how do you change them? It's actually developing this attitude of gratitude, that there's things we can be grateful for. So sometimes when we're having them bad days, we dwell on, oh, I'm having a bad day. So it's about changing, saying, okay, how can I change this around? There is something positive here for me. So I realized, okay, I'd spare keys in the office. Thank God. A couple of weeks ago, I decided to put spare keys in the office. I can deal with this. So it's this little things of actually having an attitude of gratitude. Next one is working to our strengths. And I was listening to a guy here yesterday who was talking about this. And sometimes we all focus on our weaknesses. And if we're going to focus on our weaknesses, yes, we might improve, but we'll never excel. We only excel at what we're great at, what we're good at, what we're strong at. So rather than focus on what I'm not good at, what are the things that I'm brilliant at? What am I going to make my mark in the world at? You're going to make your mark in the world with what you're good at doing, at your strengths. So focus on your strengths, work to them, get a sense of achievement, get a sense of accomplishment. It'll serve you a lot better. And the last one then I'm going to focus on is actually relax. This is the key one. Okay? Taking them couple of minutes for yourself every day, not just every week, but every day, that you switch off from the world. Say to the world, you know what, close the door, don't need to be paying attention to you. I'm going to give myself some Feidhlim time, some me time, switch off. And maybe actually listen to some favorite songs or whatever it is, but relax. Preferably in a bit of silence, but maybe work up to that silence. Might just start with actually just listening to some nice music for yourself, doing something nice for yourself, and then work gradually to create a couple of minutes silence every day. And it's during them periods that you can give yourself the chance to look at the sunny side up, to have the little bit of air of gratitude. What am I thankful for today? What's going well for me today? You know, change the little critical records. You know what? I had a really good day today. I'm happy today. Give yourself them a couple of minutes during your relaxation time to chill out time. Okay? So that's really what I wanted to emphasize today. 5 key simple things we can all do to build our resilience. And our resilience is our key to success. Success is not this getting from A to B and getting there, and everything's great, and it's a simple journey uphill. It's not. Life throws us curveballs, and resilience is about how we grab them curveballs and turn them around and bounce back. How do we do it? Express ourselves, have a good support network. Nourish yourself, food, sleep, and stopping the critical thinking, having a little bit of positive thoughts. Sunny side up, looking at what's good in our lives, working to our strengths, and finally taking time out to relax, so that when the leaving cert comes around, you're all set for it. Because you know what? Pressure's good, because you know what? We all need a little kick every now and again to get us started, but we don't need to be distressed or under pressure when it comes to the exams themselves. We need to be functioning at full level. Is that fair enough? Okay, that's all I have to say to you today, so I want to wish you all the best for the rest of the day. Enjoy Zeminar and have an amazing time.